let's welcome on board Osho Krishan to talk to us about the way forward on the technicals as well. He's joining us from Angel One. Osho, hi, good to be speaking with you. First up, what's your sense in the market, the kind of construct that we are seeing with respect to large caps versus the broader markets?
Very good afternoon, and thank you for having me at the show. Well, looking at the overall sentiments in the market, then sentiments are obviously very positive. But for the benchmark index, the last two trading sessions, there has been some kind of resilience around the zone of 25,430, 25,440 odd levels on the spot zone. And even on the derivative front, we are witnessing a heavy call writing position at 25,400. So 20, 30 points on the higher end can be seen as a buffer. But from here onwards, if there will be any decisive surge beyond 25,450, then only we can see some kind of fresh traction coming in the benchmark index. But overall, the market undertones is very positive, and comparatively, Bank Nifty is looking way much better than Nifty because in Bank Nifty we have seen very strong breakout, and even the 52,000 mark, which was the major hurdle, now is supposed to act as a very strong support zone. So I'm expecting that from here onwards, Bank Nifty can see some kind of strong movement and outperformance on the higher end. The immediate target for Bank Nifty that I'm expecting is around 52,700 on a positional basis. So overall, Bank Nifty is looking more promising than benchmark index.
Okay, Bank Nifty is looking more promising. Just before we take the next question, wanted to mark the WPI data which is out, and it's come in better than expectation because the wholesale price index has actually jumped up 1.3% versus 2.04% that we had seen in the previous month. The estimate was around 1.8%. So we managed to cool off the WPI inflation by a substantial margin. It's the food inflation which continues to be a bit high, so 3.25, but it's power and fuel which has actually come off, as well as the primary goods. So that's what is leading the decline that we have seen in WPI. The food prices still continue to be elevated, so we'll have to watch out for that. But that's the construct of the WPI as well. And we have seen that even CPI inflation had cooled off. And now you have the WPI figure just around that 1.3 mark.
Well, right. And Osho, as you were saying that you were expecting Nifty Bank to outperform the Nifty going forward, but what's your view when it comes to the IT index? Because off late, that is one index that has been leading the gains overall in the market and for the benchmark as well.
See, overall, the whole IT space is still looking very positive, but majority of the heavyweight counters like TCS, Tech Mahindra, Infosys, all these counters are into a consolidation phase, and that is also on a higher level, so elevated level. So I'm expecting that once we see a consolidation breakout in the coming period, then only we can see a further upside movement. Till now, there has been no negative or bearish view on IT index. IT index is looking very promising. Still, it is having potential to see some kind of a strong upsurge in the market. But in the last two trading weeks, there has been some kind of consolidation. So I expect that this can be seen as a time-wise corrective phase, and the technical parameters might cool down from here onwards, going with the going momentum in IT space. But overall, IT space is also looking very positive. Majority of the counters which I have named just now are about to give a breakout of consolidation. So once the consolidation breakout comes into picture, then we can again see some kind of a strong upsurge in majority of the IT counters.
So metal, any signs of a turnaround?
For metals, there are very stock-specific action that can be seen. For heavyweights like Tata Steel, it is still hovering near the 200-day SMA, so it is hovering around a very strong support zone. But some of the counters like JSW Steel has given a breakout, so I'm expecting that there can be stock-specific action and there can be differences in the counter-to-counter approach. But overall, metal space is sideways to positive. Some of the counters are looking very positive, and majority of the counters are hovering at a very strong support base.
When it comes to the city gas distribution space, MGL and IGL are buzzing in trade today. Obviously, there's this note that has come in by UBS where they have hiked the target price. But on technical front, how are the charts for MGL and IGL looking like?
See, overall, both the counters which you have mentioned has seen some kind of consolidation breakout based on the news flow of the report. But overall, I'm expecting that after a very long period of consolidation, both these counters have seen some kind of strong traction that has been backed by volumes. So in the coming period, there can be a strong upside movement in both the counters. For MGL 1900, which was a very strong psychological mark, has been breached. So I'm expecting that if it closes above 1900, then in the coming period, we can expect 1940 to 60 kind of levels. to be seen in MGL, and so with IGL also. IGL has also seen a strong breakout in today's session, but from the higher levels, there has been some kind of cool off or consolidation in this counter. But overall, both these counters are looking very positive, and I'm expecting that there can be a follow-up buying in both the counters in the coming period.
Expecting follow-up buying in some of these city gas distribution names. But Osho, what are your own recommendations? Anything interesting that is catching your attention?
Yes, I have two buy recommendation. The first one is CAMS. Yesterday, we have seen a very strong technical breakout on the daily time frame of CAMS. It has given a sloping trend line breakout. Today, it is having a very flat or subdued kind of a movement. But overall, the technical setup has seen very robust momentum from here onwards. So I expect that CAMS can be seen to accumulate for short-term perspective. The immediate target for CAMS comes around 4700, followed by 4760, while it is advisable to keep a stop loss of 4370 on the downside. The other counter which is looking very positive to me is from FMCG space. Nestle India is looking very positive. It has given a consolidation breakout in today's trading session, and I expect that this could be seen as a follow-up. Further movement can be seen in the coming period. So Nestle can be bought at current levels. I'm expecting a target of nearly 2700 to 2740 in the coming time frame, and 2500 should be acting as a very strong support, which also coincides with 200-day SM.
For joining us and for putting things into perspective.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.